This is like moss dry.
I'm assuming this is the penis spit.
Yeah, that's true. Penis spit, and it's in Korean. It's
Yeah, if you want to use the mic.
yeah.
Right. I tell you what, I'll just take that off.
Oh, sister, please. Sister, please. What the fuck? I mean, it doesn't help that it's ejaculated.
So whose cock is that? No, you're pissing me off.
I don't usually hold penis on my first date.
Maybe we can try it together.
Teamwork.
So that's swimming in the ocean like a cock, like that. Yeah, like swimming like a cock.
How does it go swim? Please tell me.
How does it probably?
Like this.
Yeah.
In the 3 weeks after the first episode dropped, Baddest in the World accumulated 235,000 organic views on YouTube, with clips racking up 6.3 million views on Instagram and TikTok. Baddest is the new 3-part competitive dating format for Channel 4.0, in which 3 baddie creators, Chloe Burrows, Adiola Patron, and Madam Joyce, land in Seoul to date local Korean guys. The date locations are picked at random, from the properly dubious to the super luxury, showcasing the coolest and most bizarre of K culture. And at the end of each episode, the guy has to rate whose game was most on point. So Baddest Texas, Baddest Nigeria, Baddest Argentina, here we come. So hit me up for sponsorship opportunities for Series 2, if there's any tourism boards or brands that want to get involved with that one. So Baddest is our debut Channel 4.0 series and one of many breakthrough entertainment formats we're developing at Fawkes Digital, a next-generation format studio specializing in developing, iterating, growing, and exploiting original content IP on digital platforms. And can I just say, I love that I'm preaching to the converted here at the TellyCast Digital Content Forum. It is so refreshing. So who are we, what do we do, and what is our next big idea? My name is Lucy Smith. I'm founder of Fawkes Digital. In a former life, I developed and produced formats for Netflix, BBC, Channel 4, ITV. But the entire value and future sustainability of the global entertainment industry rests on the ability to test, iterate, and grow new IP. And yet we exist in a TV broadcast landscape where there are next to no slots to pilot ideas. So, just as Yorkshireman Guy Fawkes attempted to blow up the establishment 418 years ago, almost to the day just across the river from here, so Fawkes Digital is poised, along with fellow conspirators in this very room, to explode the traditional media landscape and rebuild it for the digital age. So it's clearly apparent from everything we've heard today, this is a golden era for broadcast quality formats on digital platforms. At Fawkes Digital, we work with pioneering brands and ambitious creators to release fresh formats on digital platforms and test them with huge audiences before exploiting them in innovative ways. We have merchandising partnerships with creators where we reinvest merch sales back into original content. We stack productions together, such as our YouTube reality series for the Korean Tourism Board and Series 1 of Baddest, to make the budget bang. Got to take that away from us. We've got licensing deals in the works with publishing houses to produce slates of original content formats around existing IP. And we're growing close relationships with brands and digital broadcasters to create cost-effective, high-volume, returnable formats to help grow their fandoms. The whole industry is there for the shaping, and you guys are the shapers, so it's so exciting to be part of this amazing industry. So today, I'm here to pitch a format we think has huge potential to grow into a mammoth global brand. It's a far cry from Baddest. You're not going to get much penis fish in this one, but it still pivots around brilliant, empowered women. Topical, right? The idea is CEOs go wild. So CEOs go wild see survivalist Tanuke Oyediran take female business leaders and entrepreneurs into the great British wilderness for an overnight expedition to explore themes of risk-taking, work-life balance, hormones, motherhood, competition, work culture, and their routes through failure to success. Anyone can blast off a paragraph, but ahead of this pitch, we wanted to MVP the concept and test it on audiences as soon as possible so we could collect metric and feedback we could give to you today. So we had the idea. A week later, we shot a pilot on 2 iPhones in the Scottish Highlands for 150 quid. And a week after that, we started dropping clips on LinkedIn to gauge the response. This is a real mighty cringe warning, but because we had to turn this around really rapidly, I owned my imposter syndrome and had to pose as the guest in the pilot. So can we roll the trailer?
Best piece of career advice I ever got was get on a rocket ship.
You signed up for this. How much money do you make?
What is your biggest fear?
What about mum guilt? Would you say that you're an ambitious person? I'm Tanuke, adventurer and survivalist. I spend my time exploring the wilderness and getting absolutely out of my comfort zone. Now I'm taking some of the UK's most inspirational female entrepreneurs and business leaders out into the wilderness for an overnight expedition.
If you've not got imposter syndrome, you're in the wrong job. I want them to grow up ambitious and hungry and optimistic about the future. I want them to see the world as somewhere that's full of opportunity, something that they can change.
No regrets!
No regrets! Maybe some regrets.
Cool. So yeah, that is thank you. Very embarrassing. I honestly, posting clips of that on my own LinkedIn has caused me just such cringe over the last few weeks. But it's been really fascinating because we've seen the metrics. And on my own personal LinkedIn alone, the posts have generated 26,800 organic views. We dropped £200 on a sponsored post, and that had generated an additional 25k views. We've had comments from Netflix commissioners, high-profile CEOs, founders and Forbes journalists. So it's quite unusual to pilot and create a format that is actually for LinkedIn, but we have a really ambitious distribution strategy where we will post the core episodes on a dedicated CEOs Go Wild LinkedIn page, but then also contract our guests to post clips on their profiles as well to reach the maximum number of people. So you imagine how many ambitious people and aspiring entrepreneurs we could reach with more influential female leaders and founders posting on their social feeds. So as I said, our ambitions for the format are exponential. We see it growing as a LinkedIn-first brand, and then we want to feature a diverse array of women from the worlds of sport, healthcare, media, politics, technology, finance, law, porn, beauty, charity, retail, cutting across the algorithm to reach as many new viewers as possible. We are now looking for a funding partner to launch the first broadcast quality UK-based series focusing on British female entrepreneurs and business leaders, with further series expanding to cover different territories, India, Australia, Japan, celebrating ambitious and successful women across the globe. And once the content brand is established, we think there's huge scope to sell a mammoth version to an SVOD broadcaster. So imagine, Michelle Obama, Anne Boden, Jacinda Ardern, Vandana Luthra, Han-Seok Suk, Sheryl Sandberg, Taylor Swift, Kamala Harris. From the pilot test, we've been approached by a number of corporate sponsors, but if you're intrigued by the format's potential and are in a position to invest or connect us with brilliant female founders or business leaders, please get in touch. Please let us know, because we're looking to cast the first series. And furthermore, if your brand or digital broadcast are looking to double down on fresh formats for the digital age, come and talk to us. Thank you.